An state is a political organization that is made to look for the well-being of all their population. If this isn't happening, we have a failed state.
So we are in Mexico, a nation with approximately 129 million persons, the 11th higher GDP of the world, but still a developing country, because the obstacles are there. With 41% of the population living in poverty, 130 journalists dead in 2019, more than 1,000 women killed, 3.9 million persons who doesn't know to read and write.
Mexicans are racist, classics, we are judgmental, full of prejudices, cynics, oppressors. When someone does a foolishness, we celebrate it, saying, that's being Mexican.
Corruption is arranged in all the roots of the government, in lots of companies and many inhabitants. And it keeps degrading this society in many aspects.
The economic growth for this year was predicted as 1.9% on July 2019, but it kept decreasing, so now we just expect 1%. We have to see the economic growth of this last year was 0%.
According to the Instituto Nacional para la Evaluación de la Educación, 48 million persons between 3 and 17 years old does not attend to school. The infrastructure isn't good either, as 31% of the schools have structural damages. 55% of the schools are inaccessible. The 63% doesn't have internet. And we are placed 35 on PISA exam. We are lacking on maths and literature.
There is a massive migration from the countryside to the city in search of a better employment situation. 3/4 of Mexicans live in urban areas.
Security. Mexico is in crisis. Nowadays, it's one of the biggest problems that the state faces. It manifests in two ways. The insecurity that the population lives in because the increase of crime and the rise of drugs and narcotraffic.
There's a trust between the population and the government. The corruption is clearly visible, and sometimes the violence appears in this aspect.
All the problems colliding horrible tragedies like Ayotzinapa. A group of students being chased by the security forces of the country. The suppression of freedom of speech. A whole city turned into a hunting camp. A lot of injured teenagers, 43 disappeared.
A tragedy that wasn't meant to be. A demonstration of the cruelty and need of power. Government is related to the legal and nobody is allowed to talk against them.
Mexico cannot be referred as a failed state. The obstacle is the security, intelligence, and justice structures because they are overwhelmed and corrupted. What we can do against the problem of Mexico is education with values. And if there is something suspicious with government or police forces, there's